Hi everyone, I'm Echoes and I'm a VTuber, and I'll be reacting to Kaina episode 11, which is pretty much the final episode of the season of Kaina. So yeah, so in this episode we pretty much get the finale, the big finale before the upcoming movie, which I'll also cover briefly after this. So yeah, so so we start off with pretty much the what's it called? The cavalrymen are still trying to fight against the big old mech that's controlled by the admiral. He, in the previous episode, chucked his own ship at them in order to cause more mayhem. So yeah, so they're still still fighting pretty much. See that they're trying to just see the main focus here is to stop the mech, as the mech is causing the most mayhem. With the whole war still ongoing for the time being. You see that the admiral also is keeping an eye on Riraha, as pretty much she just wants to mess with her pretty much. And see the admiral also trying to get a better look at the general I guess, like, view of the area, because inside the ship he can't really see it except through the mech's eyes, and he can also see it separately that way too. Kept opening. And the king's like, how are we going to stop the mech, because the mech seems pretty much invincible. And then you see that Ririha hears someone's cry for help. So she busts open the door using her knife. And you see there's a lot of discord among the Valgian troops. They're like, why is their ship just kind of chucked there? Oh, because Admiral threw it. They're kind of shocked at this because he probably hasn't done this kind of thing before. See, Admiral here is just pretty much messing with everybody for the sake of, I guess, convenience. And also, what's interesting here is that this guy here even says that the admiral believes that he's so powerful because he's using a powerful weapon. So in a way, he goes a little nuts because of his power lust, I guess. Here you see that Viraha is trying to rescue her one of her handmaidens, and she uses the map actually that she had on her, because in a way the life of her handmaiden and one of her civilians is more important than the map itself. It can be seen as kind of a risky move, especially, for example, the map is lost forever. But I guess, as they say, sometimes you gotta take extreme measures. And here you can see that Riha regrets it because she couldn't get the map afterwards because it gets burned up in the fire. But yeah, she was able to overcome it though. She's glad her handmaiden's feeling better and is okay. And here you can see that she wants to talk to her father about the news of the map itself, but since she no longer has the map, she kind of isn't really sure what to do. And then Yum, her handmaid, is going to be taken to safety. Okay, this one's kind of funny, where kind of recognizes the Toa Heavy Industries logo, which is kind of, it seems to be a reference to other series like Blame and Knights of Sidonia. I've only watched a bit of the Blame movies, and then I watched Knights of Sidonia and read some of it. I don't remember the exact. It's been a while, so I don't remember exact details, but it's a nice reference that the original mangaka has for his series, and he could read it because he probably read on a sign somewhere. See that the Valgian civilians are pretty much feeling a sense of unrest. And then they talk about the rumors about there's a hero from the canopy, and here are the thieves that they met before. and they notice that something big is happening. And it's interesting is that he says everyone wants to see for themselves the truth. They don't want to just keep hiding in their what they call in their fortress. Why are you wasting time on war? Why are you still fighting? So a lot of people are feeling uneasy. Here, this general guy says to General Amaleth that pretty much to take care of his men right here, because he's gonna stop the monster himself. Very brave and can be seen foolhardily, but it's the best way to end the fighting. And then he promises her that. He knows he's stupid, huh? That's funny. You have my word, yeah. But she's an honorable person, so she's going to take care of his men. He's thinking, was there a ship like this? Shining when it's chaos. You see the other ships are retreating. There's no longer fighting back. The war should be over. You see that the handmaid is taken with them. They're trying to fight it back still. And she says that they were trying to get Rirha to come with them, but Rirha was saving the lady, and then even when she was carrying burned up. Don't tell me it was a big flag, right? A flag, right? You can see he's like, why did he do that for? That's like nuts. It just shows that Rirha just has different priorities here. Saving lives versus a map. There be no reason to fight. Yeah, and you see Rirha here is trying to find a way to stop the machine. Isn't sure how, and then she sees her father trying to get his attention, but isn't able to because he can't hear because of the noise. No, you just can't hear me. You're tougher than you look, princess. No fear even in the face of such power. But yeah, you can tell that he's just like, I don't know, he just like really likes causing suffering to other people. We inflict the worst. He wants to kill one of them in front of her own daughter. Oh geez, yeah, he wants to kill the king first. And then she's trying to stop him. And so here's that she launches the cannon straight into the face. You see that inflicts some sort of recoil, which is really interesting. See that Rirha gets knocked back. Guess you die. How do you sustain until you die? Ah, man. Allow me to kill you. And when the king realizes that, that his daughter's the one who saved him. Need to run. And she, like, says for Kaina to help her. Because pretty much she's in trouble. And he's on the way, which is good. Kind of funny he trips a little bit here, but he's there. And then his bag opens up. And then he's trying to protect her. Then, right when all seems lost, and kind of uses his brain because of his bag opening, which is very good. And then fires the cutter, the laser cutter is using. And yeah, and this is such a cool moment right here. And he shoots this like ginormous laser beam. Because he put the laser cut at full power. It's just literally a weapon of mass destruction. Like, what the heck is this? It's truly a death laser. Portable death laser, which is kind of wild. It's like such a small thing, you wouldn't imagine it would be so powerful. But man. And you see that it uses pretty much all the energy inside. So now I don't think they could use it again as a huge laser beam because they use all the stored energy inside. Because before they're only using in small increments just to poke holes into the orbital tree, but now they just use their one last resort to punch a hole in the mech. Arm detached. The mech is pretty much down. See that the old man here is getting the recoil, chucks the mask because, you know, his mech is pretty much done. Then he's like, why isn't anyone fighting? And then here you can see that this guy gets sniped by the Atlan general here. Very good shot right here. So yeah, that's truly karma as finest. This guy dying. Yeah, and then you can see that Amulet here notices what the what Kaina used was the relic. Must be a relic from ancient times. No chance against something that powerful, yeah. Since it destroyed the monster, she decides to pretty much put up the white flag right here. So yeah, it's a very strategic move. She doesn't know that the laser cutter probably can't be used again, but better safe than sorry, I guess. I'll make the call. She's not wrong. Yeah. The odds are stacked against them, and then they all surrender. Valiants are surrendering, and they're gonna be okay. Where are you gonna go from here? When you use a bar cutter, have the knob turn to just the first click. That's what the old man recommended him from the beginning. If you turn it further than that, it doesn't elaborate, but yeah, it looks like. Yeah, and then Rihad's wondering if it was the bark cutter. Yeah, but yeah, there are other ways to use it. So it would be nice if they could possibly use it again, but it is possible it could also be out of commission too. You see that Riha faints probably from all the stress and adrenaline, probably just ran out after a certain point. And then she says that maybe he is the sage because he's the one who always saves her. And in a way saved everyone because of his cutter. Without him, it wouldn't have been possible. See here is that she tells him that she let the map get burned up. And she's like, what are we supposed to do? If we know map, how are we going to get there? But Kaina's like, oh, don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. See, Riha reunites with her father, so everything ends well. You see here that the king personally acknowledges Kaina because he saved his daughter. So that's good. And saved everyone, so definitely not an enemy anymore. The commander comes back safe and sound. And you can see the Valiant ships approach the harbor. You can see Amulet herself personally surrenders as the representative now that the admiral has been killed. And you can see here is that Rirha acknowledges her and also pretty much gives her a helping hand and allows her brings her back to her feet. So in a way, they all can be redeemed again. And Amulet can also have another chance now that the tyranny of the admiral is now gone. And then they reunite with the thieves from before, which is good. And they finally get to drink like proper water, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure all the civilians just want to drink. In a way, they all get what they wanted by, even with Valiant surrendering, they still get water in the end. You hear that he remembers the map because he memorized it. So he knows where the spiral trees are. Because even when it's marked over and everything, he remembers the general locations. And now they're pulling up that, what's it called? It's like whatever floats in the snow sea is that pillar thing. That's good, they pull it up. where it was lost before, and now you can see that they're building a ship in the harbor that uses that what floats in the snow sea. And then you can see that here's that they're acknowledging the deaths of their companions in the nearby graveyard. And what's amazing here is that you can see that from the Valgian ships, they're actually launching the baskets with the floaters from the first episode. So in a way, now that Kaina and Rirha can reunite with the elderly people. So looks like they figured out a way that people can travel up and down somehow. I'm not really sure. I don't know how they're going to get back down, to be honest, but maybe they figured something out about how to control the floaters better. And also, these Valgian and the Atlan people can now see what the canopy is like. So that's a nice happy ending here too. And then you see Kaina here is planning out the route using the original map. So yeah, so in a way the series ends real nicely before the upcoming movie. So I'm really excited for that. It's going to be a super, super fun time. Get the Admiral dying, you get the Valgian surrendering, you get Atlan sharing their water, and then them preparing the ship in order to go find the Great Sparrow Tree. So yeah. So now I'm gonna transfer over to my other asset. Let's see here. Does that still work? Yeah, it does. Okay. So back here, my old setup for now. Don't really feel like changing it here. But I'm gonna, let's see, let's try not to make the music too loud. Let's see. Okay. I think that works a little better. Yeah, so I can't test the sound, but anyway, for now we'll just go over the general trailer. So you can see that Amalith is now here. She's probably helping them control the ship that has the nail in it. Let me see if you could see the nail from here. Yeah, you can't tell, but you could probably in the mast is where the nail is. So they meet this big snow riding creature. Snow riding creature, this one. And they deal with a lot more insects. You see that Rirha here is following some sort of mysterious figure. Oh wait, one sec. There's a lot of fast screenshots. Here you can see that's a lot of signs that are preserved about do not enter, plant gene under construction, protect the laboratory. So it's some sort of like a research facility that they're going to. You see here, ugh, it's too fast. So here's they're going down from this like sci-fi elevator, which is pretty cool. Here's where kind of surrounded by a lot of the sci-fi tech and more words. Here you see that more of those monsters that pretty much are brand new versions of the mechs that Admiral was using before. The one the Admiral using lost its arm, but these are legacy are completely brand new. And so you see that in the middle, we have it looks like we have some sort of figure in black, and then most likely Rirha and Kaina. And then you see here's the mechs are fighting for some reason. You see a shot of Yana. I think he's controlling a mech because he has the goggles on. Yeah, and then you also see here's where this figure in black. I don't know if this is a reference to like a flashback to the past, or whether this person was possibly the actual Sage, and then you have some people behind him. Many people will die, so it's implied that for some reason there's going to be a plan that will involve the death of many people. For example, if whatever plan like destroys all the orbital trees in the world, right? Pretty much dooming humanity to die, possibly. And see, here's where Kaina and Ryuha are together, and they facing the Great Spell Tree. So yeah, so in a way, this movie after the anime will it's called Star Sage, and it most likely will talk about the journey over the Great Trench in order to reach the actual Great Orbital Tree, and then whoever's living on the Great Orbital Tree meets up with Kaina, Ryuha, and the people on their ship. The question is whether they'll be willing to share their water supply, or whether they are going to decide to use their ancient technology and share it with other people, or they just want to keep it to themselves. Hard to say. But it's definitely very exciting that we get a follow-up, and they say it's going to come out in this fall, so this October. So it's going to come up soon. I don't know if it'll actually be available in Crunchyroll near when the movie's released. It's hard to say. But I do hope that once it comes out, I'd like to also talk about it as well. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video series with Kaina. I just hope everyone who is interested enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll be starting off the next season strong. I'll probably create a separate video about what anime I'm interested in watching next season, because there's actually quite a few titles I have in mind. And maybe we'll get a bit of a little change in assets and things to reflect the spring season, as we'll be getting a lot of Sundays back for Gundam Witch from Mercury, and I may talk about some other things too. Alright, thank you so much and have a good rest of your day. Take care.